Well, welcome to our short thought of the week. Another week. I know I keep on saying another week, so I should probably stop because you're all probably getting bored of hearing it. But this week we are looking at our short thought, and the short thought is on perspective. Perspective's a bit of a strange thing, really, isn't it? And hindsight, an even better thing, right? I think when you combine perspective and hindsight, you have a pretty good opportunity to reflect. Perspective is something that is continuous, an ever evolving thought about something, someone, or perhaps the way things are done. Yeah, I'd say our perspective is something that is constantly moving up and down this scale of satisfaction, happiness, success. Of course, I've just listed the things that we want to hear. However, we know, don't we, that perspective changes because of some things that don't work out. We may not have done as well as we'd hoped with one thing or another. We may have come out of a sticky situation and felt like we didn't deserve the card that we had been dealt. All stuff which would be a reasonable thing for our perspectives to change. Then hindsight, we can often use this sentence or hear this sentence used, well, in hindsight, ... And I personally think that hindsight and perspective are interlinked. Our perspective is always changing as situations change. But I think hindsight is looking at what we've learned through a changing perspective. I hope I'm making sense. I wonder what it is that is challenging or changing your perspective at the moment. I wonder what it is that insight and hindsight has taught us or is currently teaching us. For me, my perspective has certainly changed since or during COVID-19 in regards to the things that I was putting my energy into. Hindsight has taught me that I was spending my emotional energy as much as my physical money in things that weren't necessarily helpful, healthy, or generally a good use of time and money. Hindsight has taught me that there were elements of greed in my life that I actually wasn't even aware of. What I'm learning in hindsight is that the most valuable thing isn't a possession or an opportunity where we get to pay over the odds for something that we really don't need. Rather, the most valuable thing are my friends, my family members, those messages of kindness and encouragement that have spurred me to keep going, even when it's been difficult to push in. Those conversations over FaceTime with people that you didn't even realise were still interested or wanted to play a part. Those moments of laughter when reminiscing about times together, those are what have been of so much value. Let me tell you something for free. And I don't mean to sound condescending or crass or uninformed. But if you're not learning anything through this time, then you're not maximising an opportunity which you may not get again. If you're not allowing your perspective to be moulded into recognising things for what they are and what they're not, then your hindsight won't be informed about what you were glad to have experienced. Rather, in hindsight, you'll probably have hoped that this time would have made you for more. I may be wrong, I'm just a man. But I'm trying, and my hope for you is that you'll come out of this stronger, happier, and closer to those that matter most, and further away from the things that drain you or left you feeling dissatisfied. How is your perspective today? Anyway, that's enough from me. Thank you for checking in, and we will see you real soon. Take care.